Hello YouTube, Damo_23 here, and welcome back to another episode of Glory Hunter. In today's episode, we go bonkers. We've got 130 million to spend. We have a league title that we must win, and we need world-class talent. Our squad looks like so. If you did not check out last episode, you have to go watch, because we broke down the squad, but more importantly, the craziest World Cup final of all time was played, and you just need to go watch it. Do yourselves a favour, sit there for the half an hour episode and watch it, because even though that it was a game that had so many emotions, I can sit here and go, wow, that was really enjoyable, which is not often you say that. On Football Manager. Without further ado, that's what the squad looks like. If you heard in last episode, you don't know BOPDA wants to leave and M's unhappy and God knows whatever. I've got players that we have to go after, and well, introducing the first one. His name, BOPDA's got a loan bid rejecting. He's going to Watford, right? His name is Winston Bezwar. He's coming in to go to war with Real Madrid, a world-class 25-year-old Dutch international. If you have a look at him as a ball-playing defender on cover, he is monstrous. 6'1", so decently tall, can win a header, but more importantly, physically a monster, mentally massively switched on, and has got 17 tackling to stop that boy called D. John. Well, our goal in today's episode is to go and spend $150 million to go and beat this Real Madrid side, because this save ends this season. I'm telling you now, we're winning the league this year. It's the call to arms. He's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 stats of 15 plus, which for a centre-back is really effing good. He's Montpellier's best player, and well, he is, if we click on him, a guy that was wanted by a few clubs but only wanted by us. He is fantastic. Montpellier spent 82 million for him. Guess how much we're spending, lads? We only spent 100 million once on Arbery. We're about to spend 100 million here. 52 of the 130 mil coming out the budget originally. The transfer bid looks like this on the in, wherever we are. Confirmation here. Apparently we can't do it. It's 50 mil up front plus over 3 years, like 40 mil plus clauses. It's something like that, or 40 mil up front plus clauses and whatever. But yeah, it's ridiculous. Let's just go welcome him into the football club before I do something stupid. My only worry is that we spend too much money on wage and that we can't register everybody in, but we'll deal with that if that's the case. We'll start selling people up tomorrow, that's for sure. But here he is, Atletico Madrid, 100 mil, Montpellier. His name is Bizarre. He's fantastic. We absolutely love him. I think he's going to be great. In he comes. What a footballer. Squad register him in. Bizarre comes straight into there. 1.7 mil. Perfect. Apparently Nygaard can go into there too, and Wojciech needs to go into there, so fair enough. And there we are. We've actually got 1.7 mil. So we got enough money. We've got plenty of money still to spend in there as well. Spain want me to become the new manager. I obviously did resign after the World Cup final. Like I said, we would. We're not doing any more international moments. Odd that Spain want me. But yeah, Bizarre comes in straight away off the bat. We know Bordello's not going to be here anymore because we've accepted a bid for him. In he comes as a ball-playing defender on cover. Straight away. The game's probably going to tell me to play him in deeper line playmaker, or in defensive midfield. I don't think that would be the right thing to do, that is for sure. If we take this off, he comes straight into being in the centre-back with Quizzieta and Dogana. We're about to speak about Dogana in a second. Comes straight in at centre-back, which is fantastic. All right, Dogana now we have to speak about. We rejected 109 mil from Barcelona last episode. 148 mil total, 170 mil up front, and for every game for the next 10 games, 2.9 mil. We would get this before the end of the next transfer window. He would have played 10 matches for Barca. I'm saying no, he's too good. He's one of the best players in the league. We're not going to get any better. If I'm selling Dogana, I'm telling you right now, it's 180 mil all up front right now, or else he don't go. And that's the plan. We've got bids in on other players as well, but we will come back and give you those players as well. If I was in a perfect world for what we need a centre-back, another centre-back, and a left-back, and then everything else moving forward, I think we would be pretty good. And then we fill up the bench with a little bit of talent as well would be nice. But look, a centre-back and a left-back comes in. Let's get a world-class back four, got a good keeper, and let's go and see what we can do. Today's episode is going to be a bit of fun. Let's see who we sign alongside Bizarre. But I'll tell you what, Winston, he's that guy. He's the guy that wins us the league. He just might be Welcome back in here, YouTube. We are rating Montpellier. That is correct. We've gone to Montpellier. We signed their best player in what was, of course, Winston. We went and signed their other centre-back, who's now become their best player, in Wesley Schumacher. He breeds a name that is oh so similar to a legend of Formula One racing, and he is fantastic as a footballer. 17 marking, 16 tackling, pretty good. Height at 6'4", is dual-footed, and well, we've not just signed one centre-back, we've signed two. He's got headering of 17, tackling of 16, with 17 positioning, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 stats of 15 plus. Generally, 15 stats of 15 plus are world class or considered world class. Centre backs the only outlier because a lot of their technical stats are just technical for defending, and that's that. He's got all the right technicals in the right areas. Physically well-rounded, is mentally switched on, and has got great headering ability. Has been playing at Montpellier. They signed him for 37 mil after he went to the Saudi Pro League. There as well, who's got, by the way, John Aloisi in charge. But yeah, easy decision. In he comes. 21 mil of the 102 mil. That rises to 70 mil over clauses. We're obviously putting in a lot of clauses because it's the back end of the season and of the save. In he comes. Send him on the intensive language course. And straight away, Wesley comes in to bring up to 1.8 mil. On the outs, though, if these guys are running what's happening on the outs, Bordalo has officially left now for 28 mil, rising to 38. Really wanted to go. See you later, mate. Bye. You know, you're no longer needed to me. It also frees up South American spots now, which we might need to go down in order to keep people on the cheap. We actually have 3 foreign spots, and we need some backup talent. I think what we're going to do for the second part of this is we're going to go and raid South America. Your River Plates, your Boca Juniors, Colombia, Peru. Yeah, we're going to go and have a look, that is for sure. We're in a pretty good spot here. I'm pretty happy with the squad. We've got 400k still to spend, which would be fantastic. And, you know, there's still some sellable assets in this as well. But we're okay. We're in a not bad spot. We go and have a look at the team now, and we move Wesley into here. And we move Wesley into here. And move him in as a ball-playing defender. Well, he reckons that he's no nonsense. I don't think so. Don't think you're no nonsense, buddy. That's for sure. I reckon no nonsense centre back. I think he's a central defender on cover, man. He's pretty good. I'm pretty happy with him. I think he's world class, and I reckon the team on the season preview would predict that as well. That we would be lining up with Quisieto, Wesley. That is, if that's my starting 11, I'm happy. Look, I would love to say that Okafor go be the backup centre back as well, and backup left back. But look, if that's my team on paper, there we have got a world class side. I'm very happy with how this team's shaping up. We look pretty good, and let's see what happens with other things. We're also just going to quietly reject Douglas. Here we are. Barcelona. Last piece of the puzzle, maybe, here, YouTube. Christian Marfeld. He is a very strong left back who is very well rounded and is better than Okafor at left back as well. He is mentally well rounded and physically superb, and in he comes for a big chunk of money. 39 of 65 mil about to come out. We spent over 150-ish million already on players, and that's going to grow with future clauses. 135k per week is fairly on the cheap side, but he's fantastic. And in he comes. Christian Marfeld could be the best left back in the league. He comes in. We got 200k to spend. We got 2 players that we could bring in as well. Ask Okafor to welcome him in. He doesn't replace Okafor. Okafor will still have his moments and still have the ability to do what he wants. But this guy is just next level. Like, if you have a look in here, for instance, Tim is obviously injured. If we were to pick our best 11, if you were to pick your best 11 to your best bench, have a look at this team. Have a look at this team. Now, he's apparently better as a wing-back on the defend, but you know, he's pretty good going forward. You've got a world-class right-back with a world-class defender with a very good centre-back. Now, I don't play with no-nonsense centre-backs, but Schumacher plays as a central defender on cover. Could go no-nonsense on cover to get him his best role. That's for sure. No-nonsense is just safely up the field, feature manner. Like, I don't mind him playing with the ball with his feet. He's not bad. for sure. And then you've got a very good left back who's at 23 years of age, could to still develop as well, which is a big thing here too, right? You got Tyrone and Bellingham. Telling you right now, if we sold Dogana in the end of this episode for 180 mil, I would sign an experienced world-class 10 in Adra Gula, who I would probably go for 30 mil, and then I'd spend 120 million on the Segunda Volante for Bellingham to go to the bench, and that would be that. We've also then looking forward, you got Dita's world-class, Dogana's world-class, Kulic, Vieira's been injured, but like that, they're both the same, and Vieira up front. So it's pretty good. Like, if you have a look at the bench now, the bench is weldy. You got Aaron Geese, who's the Chilean backup goalkeeper slash number one. He fights for that jersey. You got Montero, who's an 18-year-old wonder kid for our own academy. You got Tim Stenberg, who is fantastic, quick and 6'2", and came in as the original centre back to change our ways. Adem's very good, and we know what he's like. And then you got Okafor at left back. Like, that is a very decent back four. Alberto would play defensive midfield with a guy called Milos, who I'm about to show you. And then Campo, Petrovic, Kulic, and Danny Smitten are all fantastic. Campo's a wonder kid and a half who's won Next Gen 2 years ago. Petrovic is a perfect backup to Dogana because they complement each other. Kulic could arguably be in our first 11. And Danny Smitten scores goals for fun when he wants in the league. So it's a very good squad and a very good place to be in. I don't think there's much more I would spend. We got a little bit of money around, but now it's a case of, do I sell anyone to buy anyone? By the way, the second part of this episode, that's playing Barcelona at home, second game of the season, which is ludicrous. The last person I need to show you here as well is we've spent out 220 million. 220 million is what we're spending, and Milos is the cheapest at 6.5. The game doesn't rate him, 2.5 star, not much potential. The kid is next level at 20 years of age. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 20 determination, so 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 stats, right, of 15 plus with a lot of 13s. There is a world where this kid comes in, plays a lot of minutes off the bench, and develops into one of the world-class midfielders the next couple of years. Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 stats, which will get him to 19, could all be 15 in 2 years' time. With long shots and dribbling of 14 as well. There's potential for 21, 22 stats, which is ridiculous. I don't think he hits that because obviously the game must know something in behind that he doesn't develop that much, but I think he's a fantastic prospect and is looking outrageously good. If you go to season preview as well, they actually predict us to finish second over Barcelona with the new signings. And if you were to have a look at our team, have a look. Me and the AI on the same board. Marfelt, Biswa, Schumacher, Quizieto, Tyrone, Bellingham, Rivieri, Dogana, Dita, and Vera. Like, we're all on the same boat. Just got to make sure Biswa is not left-footed. He's not. Fairly strong left foot and a good left foot. Fairly strong. Yeah, we'll just leave it as it is for those two there as well. I think that's a great side. Part of me just wants to do this just to go, okay, do whatever you want, right? Play short triple passes, not balls. Passes play to stay back at all times. Dribble less, stay wider. Yeah, whatever. But I think we better leave him on cover as a centre-back because I think that's his better role. But yeah, look, great side. Absolutely love it. I'm tired. I'm going to bed. Next time we see each other here YouTube, it's going to be for Barcelona. We spent 220 million. I told you we're going ballistic. I told you we're going after the league. 220 million. A lot of that is now going to continue on as well. We've made some sales. We've done everything we need to. But only spending now if we make a sale. We did what we need to do. And that's all that matters. And I'll see you guys in a second for Barcelona in our second game after we play Vallecano at home. Away from home. We're playing Barca at home. That's what I meant. YouTube. It is time. Match day number 2. Barcelona at home. And after spending 220 million in the first part of this episode, we now focus on our attentions to a 6-pointer. And I'm telling you right now, like I just told on my Twitch stream, that if we don't win today, this is historically a game that will cost you the title. So even though it's match day 2, this is a 6-pointer. This is be all and end all. Win today and glory will await. Lose today and your title race is probably already over after match day 2. For those that don't understand why we're bigging this up, this might be your first one watching as well. You might be new to the stream, links down below. Obviously, it's a brand new day for myself. Every time we play Barcelona at home, we have copped away from home. Different beasts they are. But every time we play Barcelona at home, we have been unlucky. 0-0 last season. Absolutely domination with 14 shots. Gave them absolutely nothing. Do you think we found a way through? No. The year before that, even for worse, in the title race, 0-0. dominated. I was in the Spanish Cup, apologies. Dominated and drew 1-1. 22 shots, absolute domination. Barca scored from a set piece for a 5'10" centre-back, and it took a 92nd minute howler from the best goalkeeper in the world in Palacios for us to score to equalise. And ultimately, that was one of 2 or 3 games that cost us the title. This matters. This is it. We've spent 220 million here at the football club this season. 220 mil. That is a big chunk of change, mate. That is not, piddling around. This is you must win title change. If it's not this year, it has to be next, or else we have ultimately failed. And I don't see us, if we don't win the title this year, or if not next season, we will not win it by end of season 20. We are just not good enough. We did play, obviously, on the opening day here against Vallecano. If we go back to here, and pre-season, of course, has gone swimmingly. As always, beating teams in pre-season. South Korea actually gave us a little bit of issues, only winning both games 2-1. But against Vallecano, on the opening day, the team was scintillating. We looked fantastic. We had 29 shots. We were outrageously good. But if you remember last year, we won on the opening day 6-0 against Granollers, and we thought we were going to have a really good year. And by game week 15, the title was already over, and Real Madrid were well on their way to 107 points. But as you can see, a lot of good match ratings here. Brought some people off the bench as well to give them some debuts and etc. there as well. Only person not over a 7 was Kulic, and we brought on Adem late doors to keep him happy, but he didn't get a match rating. Our goals are as followed. A ball here from Melfort to Rivi. Great ball through to Dogana. He's world class. We haven't received more than a $148 million bid from Barcelona. Window, of course, is still open. We win the ball back with Tyrone. Tyrone, fantastic footballer. Expect a lot more of those balls over the top. Slight deflection on Vera's effort, but it was 2. The third one came just before half-time here. Rivieri winning the ball back, beating a man inside. Vera to Dogana, to Dida, to finish. The front 4 all linking up. It's a world-class front 4. It's a front 4 that has so much potential, and it's a front 4 that can win you a title. Lucky last doors. Campo sets up Vera after ball into a channel. Even the Wonder Kid got in on the action as well. But that's the thing. You look at this squad, and after spending so much money, you're like, okay, this team can do it. We also need to take Montero off being available for the 19s as well now. You're ready to be part of us. But yeah, this team has so much potential. You've got Radicic in there, outrageously good keeper. Inquisiero won World Cup Player of the Year. If you did not watch the World Cup episode, you do not know that Inquisiero won World Cup Player of the tournament. He is fantastic. Bizawar is world class. No nonsense cover centre back on cover for Wesley. Preferred role, actually tried in a couple pre-season games and against Vallecano. Didn't punt the ball every time. Actually looked to play out. So I'm going to leave it in that row. Marfelt looked fantastic on the debut. Tyrone and Bellingham are world class. Bellingham coming towards the end of his career. Actually rejected 5 mil from Southampton for him just recently. Dida's world class. Dogana's world class. Rivieri's got world class potential. We actually have rejected 2 massive bids for him as well. Don't know if that's going to be in here. On the outs, there's not. We rejected 62 mil over clauses from Villa, and then 97 mil, but that was only like 30 mil up front. A million clauses from him. Not accepting it at all. Still wanted by Aston Villa though, so there you go as well. And obviously Adrien Vera, world class, scoring goals for Argentina now regularly. Scored 33 in his last 2 campaigns. If he scores 33 again, we need to have other numbers around, which we definitely do. That needs to do it. And I'm telling you where those other numbers are coming from. It's from Van Dogana. Last year, really up until the end of the season, was not scoring many and then scored a couple of big goals late in the season and a couple of holes. I need to see him. I need to see this guy have 30 goal contributions on top of Vera's 33 goals, and we will win the league. Let's see how we go here against Barcelona. It's an epic Barcelona side. They've looked to spend money to take themselves out of a hole, and it's pretty good. The bench is in full flow as well. And look, let's see what we can do here. It's a massive game. Barcelona at home. Win, and the title could be ours this season, even though it's match day 2. Lose, and well, I don't know how we're going to claw it back unless Barca have one of their infamously poor years, which they've had 2 of the last 3 where they've not been particularly great. Palacios, obviously the best keeper in the world, is in goal, legendary keeper. But Boza at right back's a Uruguayan international, a new signing for him, and it looks pretty good there too. Alvarez is Alvarez. They've looked for new midfielders, centre-backs, and have actually chosen a 31-year-old called Pascual from, I think it was Aston Villa, might have been West Ham. He ain't that good. They reckon he's elite. mate, you got no speed, you got no technicals, you're not that good. It's another poor signing at the back from Barca. That's the whole reason I didn't sell him a dem, and there we are. Morgan's not bad, he's pretty good, he's pretty strong, reminds you a little bit of Okafor. Rafael Luiz at 33, Pedri at 35, and obviously our former player, and Hannes Haas of Dortmund in the middle of the park as well. I've seen him play up front, which is weird. Zolio is fantastic. Chumbino, I believe, is a new signing as well. A bit more of a squad player. Got good pace, good technical, good mentors, should say. And Lucky Last, a new striker up top for them as well. And Osh, who has got good pace, pretty elite little winger. Not bad up front, but a slightly rotated side. People that we don't know on the bench here, there's a couple of these guys too. Looks like they tried to overthrow the squad a little bit. I'm going to put it out there. The game has us being better than Barcelona. Renson Boldane should be starting for him. I'm going to say that we've got a bit of a better team. Jack Rennie obviously still here too, a 31-year-old Australian with 123 caps. Not the greatest either. I think we're better than Barcelona. The last 2 times we played them at home in the league, we've been better. We haven't won either. On paper, I actually think we should win. And that's the hope that kills you. It's Barcelona in the infamous Barcelona colours, which is the gold away kit. And we are in the red and blue. We're at home. 2 years ago, it was a 1-1 draw with a 93rd minute equaliser for us in a game we dominated. Last year, it was 0-0 in a game where you had all the highlights, bar one. Today has to be a win, or in match day 2, I'll write this season off as no title for Damo. And let's go. Dim, good to see you. Good timing. DOPDA on the right-hand side, going down the channel, gets in the area, cuts it, somehow a tackle, Veridon bundle it over the line, and that's going to probably be your highlight. Marfelt in the area, weird place to start a highlight. Zolio clears up the line, only as far as Wesley Schumacher. And the no-nonsense centre-back can still play with his feet. And there he goes, Rivieri beats free, what a turn, the wonder kid. Marfelt, can he find a ball? Shot save, falls to Dogana! It's 1-0 inside 5 minutes. This is the first time against Barcelona at home we have led early, and it is 1-0. And after all the domination of the last 2 years, we finally score an early goal at home against Barcelona. Marfelt, what a save from Palacios, because he's absolutely belted that. The legendary keeper's come up clutch, but it falls to that man there, Dogana. We are ejected 148 minutes. 148 million for him from Barcelona, and that is why 18 minutes in, they're yet to have a shot, and this is Barcelona, ladies and gentlemen. This is Barcelona. We are dominating here at home. We are pressing them relentlessly. Can we find a second? This matters. This really matters. Van Osh, the striker, whips one in back stick, headed at goal but over the bar. Generally, Barcelona's highlights against us are from set pieces. If you're limiting Barcelona to set-piece highlights, you're doing well. 40 minutes played, 1-0. Bizarre looks to build up from the back. Schumacher's got the left back and he finds Marfelt and he's got Rivieri's feet. Marfelt instead, he goes himself, goes on a run. Marfelt is going. He's running the length of the field. His ball in was blocked, unfortunately. Mistake. Dogana for 2-0. Hits the post and will whisker away from a 2-0 lead. And that kind of sums us up against Barca. We just don't put the big chances away. Zolio from a free kick. Radicic, great save. Reverse hand was Aring top bin from what has been a world-class winger for the entire save since he's genned out, that Zolio boy. But Radicic is equal to it. Backstick ball, cleared away. Pedri now, out there to Van Osh. Vera tracking. Even our striker is tracking. 44 minutes played. Both highlights from Barca have been from set pieces. We've hit the post with Dogana, but we lead 1-0, and that's all that matters. A very good first half performance. Start the second half. Start the second half. A couple bookings at the back. 3 of the back 4 on bookings. We don't like that. Get stuck in off. Quisiero. Jude Bellingham. Quisiero can't lose. He does lose. He wins it back, does he? He does. Ball in the box is paramount. Decides he doesn't want to whip it. Now he gets squeezed. Bellingham, Quisiero. Do not just whip the ball in the box while you're there. If we get hit on the break, I am taking Quisiero off. Actually, we can't. We don't have a right back. Bellingham now. Wins it back. Quisiero. Bizarre. Back a line to Schumacher, Tyrone, Schumacher, Bellingham, Rivieri, touch, Vera, oh, straight up Palacios. We can't score. We've had 2 massive moments for 2-0. We can't put it in the back of the net. Ball in. DOPDA doesn't win. Iquisiero gives it away. Iquisiero's having a stinker. Pedri now. We look to squeeze. Alvarez. Rivieri stands his man. Alvarez again. Zolio can't let him turn. Van Osh, well won back by Marfelt. Bellingham in the DOPDA. Very good touch. Dogana wants. 2 DOPDA. Got to score straight at the keeper again. XG of over 2. It's only 1-0. This is typical against Barcelona. Absolutely typical. 65 minutes played. Marfelt has picked up a knock. His name is Okafor. Okafor, of course. Corners. Attacking. Left back. In at the near stick. Left back, in at the near stick. Confirm those changes. Okafor is on. DOPDA's had a stinker. He's missed 2 big moments. Going to make a couple more changes. Danny Schmidden's actually going to go out there as an inside forward on attack to find and try and hit him on the break. Bellingham's dead. He's been pretty good, but he's going to come off, and his name is Alberto as a defensive midfielder just to sit in a touch more. We do have the 1-0 lead. The onus is on them. Dogana's also dead. Same with Rivieri. Going to bring Kulic in and Petrovic into the middle of the park to hit him on the break. Here we go. Vera's had an absolute stinker, but he can find a moment. This would be another crew on the draw against Barcelona. We've absolutely dominated. 82nd minute. Palacios will probably go short. We look to squeeze up the field, which is great. Alvarez. Rennie. Andresen. Renaud Bolde, Alberto, look at Vera. Vera's going to score. Palacios again. This guy saves absolutely everything. How many times have we been FM by him? Danny Schmidden find Okafor's head. Thank you. Doesn't rise. If we concede one really late here, I am going to be livid, lads. 89 minutes played. I kind of don't want to change the system, but at the same stage here, I don't want to, overcommit. Going to definitely waste time, be a little bit more disciplined. Play for a set piece. Don't look for the overlap. Don't play out from the back. Regroup, hold shape, slow it down. And just go long. I don't often time waste, but this is massive. 91st minute. Is there a moment? The title is on this season, boys. The title is on. Yet again against Barca freaking Lona. We have dominated. And for the 3rd season in a row where a game could have realistically been 3, 4, 5-0 our way, mercifully this season it's finished 1-0. We've won the game. This guy in goal has been a joke for the last 3, 4 seasons against me. You can see why. But the main thing is, it is Atletico Madrid 1, Barcelona 0. If we play how we just played, like that, every game for the rest of the season, we will win this title. I believe in it. And so should you. Comment section down below. Let me know if you've enjoyed the episode. Give it a like. Do subscribe to the YouTube channel. We are, of course, live on Twitch. Welcome up there, Macam Games. Thank you for the hello in the chat. How are you doing, mate? That is that. After 2 games played, we're on 6 points. We are on top of the table. And after spending 220 million, we believe. So should you. I'll see you guys next time. Thank you and goodbye.